Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I have for you 3 rustic spring decor ideas using Arteza fabric markers. I hope you will like them. Let's get started. DIY number 1. For this project, I'm going to be using this Dollar Tree frame. I already used it previously and it is painted with Waverly chalk paint in a color mineral. Next, I'm using this beautiful craft paper from Hobby Lobby for 25 cents, and I am measuring how much to cut to cover the backing of the frame. I'm using this rotary cutter that I got from Arteza. Guys, this is a life changer. I don't know if you already own one, but if not, this is a must have. After I cut it out, I am using a school glue to attach this craft paper to the backing of the frame. Next, I'm gonna just go ahead and flip it over and cut the part that's sticking out with the rotary cutter. After that, I'm taking this burlap ribbon that I got from Michael's on a clearance for $3, and I'm cutting a piece that I want from with a rotary cutter. It was so easy to cut even with the wire on it. Then I'm measuring what is the space that I have to start writing. I'm using my pencil and writing freehanding Hello Spring. And now I'm using this fabric marker from Arteza, and it is in a color black. It has a very fine tip on one side and the other side is a little bit thicker. I am tracing it. First, just a simple tracing, and after that I will just shade one side of the letters just to make it nicer. Now, if you're recreating this, certainly use whatever you want, any kind of stencil if you're not comfortable freehanding stuff. After I attached this burlap ribbon to the top of my frame, I'm gonna also attach a little bit down the wire line just to make sure it keeps it in place. I'm putting it back in the frame. And then I decided to take this wildflowers from the Dollar Tree. I took 2 little picks and I'm gonna hot glue them in a bottom left corner, so opposite of the flowers that are actually on that craft paper. I thought this kind of a 3D effect is needed, and it's gonna be looking beautiful in this frame. After I hot glued this one, the only thing I'll have to do is just to take a sanding block and sand or distress this frame a little bit. And that's going to be it for this project. I have to say this is probably my favorite project out of these 3 that I'm going to show you today. I love how beautiful, how cheerful it is, and I just think it's so simple. You saw how easy it was to make. It took me literally 10 minutes to make this, and it cost me $1. Please tell me your thoughts about this project. In this video, I'm using products that Arteza has sent me to try it out and show you guys. If you don't know what Arteza is, it is a company that sells anything that you can think of that you need for crafting and making DIY projects. They also have their YouTube channel where you can find great inspiration, so make sure to go ahead and check it out. I'll have it linked in the description box. So they sent me this self-healing cutting mat that I absolutely love. I think it's so amazing that it's self-healing, and on the other hand it has these lines where I can make sure I stay within the lines and I can measure. They also sent me this rotary cutter that I already showed you, and I can tell you it is a must-have. It works like a charm. Also, they sent me these fabric markers. They are awesome. I always wanted to have them because I like freehanding and stenciling, and I think they work amazing. And look at all these beautiful colors. I'm going to have all these products linked in the description box so you can go ahead and check them out. DIY number 2. I'm going to be using this fabric that I actually had in my stash. It is something like a thick canvas, let's say. And I cut out 6 inches. So 12 inches actually, but when it's folded, it is 6 inches width, and then a length, it is going to be around 22 inches. That's what I had, so I just wanted to make sure and cut the edges to make it straight. It really doesn't have to be any particular size. It's totally up to you, or what scrap fabric do you have. Now I'm folding the edges towards the inside a little bit using the hot glue. That's what I have. As you know, my stuff are in storage still, so I don't have my machine. If I did have a sewing machine, I would certainly use that. But hot glue is doing the job, or if you have fabric glue, you can do the same thing. Now I'm measuring 1/2 inches, 3/4 inches, and 1 inches. I'm making a dot, and that's going to be a guide for me to use this gray fabric marker. First, I'm starting with a very fine tip, and I'm going to pull the straight line all the way from the top to the bottom. So just one straight line. I'm using this ruler that I got from the Dollar Tree. For the second line, I'm going to be using the thicker part of the marker, and I'm going to again just pull one straight line, but it's going to look a little bit thicker because it is a thick end of the marker. And for the third line, I'm going to be using also the thick part of the marker, but I'm going to create 3 lines very close to each other, so that way this third line will look wider. So this is how it turned out. This is actually a kitchen towel. It is just for decorative purposes, but I absolutely love how it turned out, and I love how easy it was. This cost me nothing because I already had everything on hand, but if you have to buy a kitchen towel and recreate it, it will be inexpensive as well. Tell me what you think about this one. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm Jelena, stay-at-home mom of 2 kids who love crafting and doing DIY projects. Everything that I do is on a budget and mostly rustic and farmhouse style. That's what I like to create. If something like that sounds interesting to you, please come along and watch my other videos. Hopefully you like them enough to subscribe. Also, if you're in social media, I am on Instagram, Pinterest, and Facebook. Come and say hi to me. I post a lot of things over there as well, especially on Instagram. Now, my regular upload times are Tuesdays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, unless I'm participating in a collaboration or challenge. In that case, I'll let you know in advance of the change of time and date. DIY number 3. For this project, I'm going to be using this canvas drop cloth that I got from Lowe's. I believe it was around $10, $11, but it's huge. And I'm going to cut out a piece that it's approximately 16 by 10 inches. I'm sorry. That's just something that I wanted. You can certainly use any shape or any length and width you want. Now I'm hot gluing the edges. Not all the way till the end, or actually not all the way to the edge, a little bit less because I wanted to fray it a little bit. If you want to fray it more, make sure to fray it before you hot glue the sides together. After that, I am putting this wax paper in between. You can put that or cardboard, anything. Now I'm freehanding word bloom with the pencil. And after that, I'm going to be using first a green, this beautiful green fabric marker, tracing it over. And then I decided to use a gray just to make it a little more shaded, going over as well. When I was done with this part, I'm taking the thicker part of the green marker and I am shading certain parts of the letters even more. And this project will be almost done. When it comes to painting, this is all I wanted to add to my pillow. And then I am putting just stuffing that I had on hand and hot gluing the edges. And that is going to be it for this cute spring pillow. I just love how it turned out. And my favorite part is that these things you can make so inexpensive and make them your own. Tell me what you think about these, which one was your favorite. Also, don't forget to check out my description box for these Arteza products. I certainly recommend all of them. Thank you so much for being here. Like this video, share this video, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!